2, 1, and we're live.
All right, folks, welcome into high school basketball. We are live from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium in Gaylord, Michigan tonight. I am Charles Strail, your host, joined by producer and co-host Tyler Bowerman. Running our stats and analytics tonight is our partner Nick Wenzel. We want to welcome you all in to a Wednesday night in the new year. This game will be between the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds and the Onaway Cardinals, so a Ski Valley Conference matchup tonight. St. Mary looking to continue their undefeated ways after getting a huge win this past Monday night versus a larger school in Charlevoix, and that was a nail-biter, Tyler. We were both there for that game.
That was a really close game there at the end.
Yeah, St. Mary ended up winning that game 51-50. Macy Bevel went to the free throw line to ice that one down the stretch, and that game was a whole series of runs, but going into the fourth quarter down 37-30, it was awesome to see the Lady Snowbirds come out in the fourth quarter with an 8-0 run and really take control of the momentum of that game, swing it back in their favor. We're looking at a game tonight where we think the Snowbirds won't have any lag from that close game Monday night, anticipating them to come out swinging, and talked with Coach Pat Schultz earlier today. He said they're ready to go. After an emotional win, they want to get back on the court, play as soon as possible. And tonight, the Onaway Cardinals stand in their way of going 7-0 in this young 21-22 season.
It should be an exciting game. We should see how St. Mary shoots tonight, because Monday night they didn't shoot well at the three-point line. They only made 2 of their shots, both of them by Ava Schultz there.
Yeah, that's right. So St. Mary struggled from 3, only connecting on 2 of their 28 three-point attempts. So that is a little bit of an aberration. This team, if you've watched them all season long, you know well enough to assume that they won't ever have a 2 for 28 from deep.
Nope.
And what kept them in the game that night was their ability to force turnovers
and play defense.
And making tough shots was Macy Bevel getting into the paint, Ava Schultz with timely three-point shooting. We're looking forward to this matchup because Onaway has the size to contend with the interior presence of Ava Schultz and Bailey Morrell. So with the size of the Cardinals, this game should be more perimeterally dominated by the Snowbirds and what we anticipate to be a close and contested matchup. So with that being said, we're going to step aside here, and we'll be back for the national anthem after these.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Are you sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of handmade, hometown gourmet pizzas since 1988. And with over 30 locations, they're built to serve you. Their presence in each community has been second to none. BC Pizza has a wide variety of menu options, including salads, grinders, and of course, their famous pizza. BC Pizza, the best choice pizza.
It's did that same thing in football. Like, I can't remove them, and I can't play them.
Okay, folks, welcome back in after the greatest song of all time, the Star Spangled Banner. Starting for the Onaway Cardinals tonight is number 1, Chloe Erke. Number 2, Nicole Larson. Number 3, Taylor Larson. Number 13, Charlotte Box. And finally, number 24, Macy Decker. So the Cardinals will have 5 seniors starting for them tonight. 4 seniors and 1 freshman.
It's almost the exact opposite for St. Mary's. They have 1 senior starting for them.
That's
Bailey
right.
Morrell, and the rest are either juniors or sophomores.
Well, this won't be the first time that the Snowbirds have had a very, I should say, aged and well-seasoned opponent in experience for their team.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Bailey being the lone senior, everyone else for the Snowbirds either being a junior, freshman, or a sophomore. So, it's always this matchup of youth versus experience when it comes to St. Mary.
Yes, it has been like that for all year for St. Mary's sports.
So we'll see what the Lady Snowbirds, how they start out this fourth quarter after, as we alluded to in the pregame, a very, very emotional win Monday night against a tough Charlotte Raider opponent. As we mentioned earlier, Tyler, we were at that game, and Snowbirds were down 7 points in the fourth quarter, came back and won it 51-50. So hopefully they don't have any layover in this game after such an emotional win Monday night.
They won that 8-point run to start the fourth quarter, and that was a key part to them coming back there.
Yeah, it sure was. It was very crucial for them to build their confidence. But this team lacks no confidence. I mean, Coach Pat Schultz has these girls ready to play and play their style.
And you see it right away with the bank 3 and start the game.
Yeah, so first 3-pointer of the game for Sydney Gruzinski, and then Ava Schultz will pick up a foul on the sideline there as she was trying to cut off the advancement of Taylor Larson. So first foul for Ava Schultz.
You don't like to see that early foul there.
Yeah, but that's okay because this team can afford to play aggressive with the amount of depth that they have, Tyler.
They play 8 people all night.
Yep. So with that, Gruzinski is going to knock that one out of bounds again. So it'll be Larson, Nicole Larson for the Cardinals to inbound from the corner as they get it up the floor to a streaking number 13, Charlotte Box, and the freshman puts it up and in. So already the freshman making an impact here as Macy Bebel races this one down the floor, draws contact, foul on the shot by Nicole Larson. That'll be her first foul. So Macy Bebel heads to the free throw line here, Tyler. Already with 26 seconds into this game, we've got the pace that we anticipated.
We've seen that all season from Macy Bebel, racing up and down the court, drawing the fouls, getting in the lane, making those easy free or layups.
Yeah, Macy Bebel always has her foot on the gas pedal, putting pressure on the defense. You cannot relax. She's getting the ball from an inbounds from a made shot and going right down and getting fouled and getting to the free throw line as Box will get the rebound, and Bebel with a loose ball foul, maybe a frustration foul after missing that free throw.
Yep.
So first foul on Bebel, second on the Snowbirds, as Larson will trigger from the sideline here, and they're going to throw it up to Box again, streaking down the sideline. She'll drive baseline, throw up a right-handed shot, no good. Rebound by Schultz inside as the Snowbirds look to break in transition, as they do look up ahead the floor, but pass is intended and stolen by Box.
You see a travel there on the sideline. No, they trapped her there.
Yeah, I don't think she kind of turned around and they had a trap, and she wasn't really looking for that one.
She wasn't ready for it.
That's right. Snowbirds inbound to Morrell. Morrell back to Schultz. Schultz triggers a 3 and gets it.
This is already a better night than on Monday night when they made 2 threes all night.
And a quick trap on Larson results in another turnover. So good start for the Snowbirds. 2 made 3-pointers out of 2 attempts. Getting to the free throw line already, as we anticipated them to be able to do.
And we see our first 2 subs of the night already. 24, Kaylee Jeffers, and number 2, Miriam Morrell.
Yeah, so as Ava Schultz triggers to Morrell, back to Schultz in the corner, And shots up, no good. Rebounded by Box, but Schultz is going to steal that one back to Bevel. Bevel driving right through the heart of the key. Out kick to Morrell. Tosses up a three and rebound inside by Miriam Morrell, but stolen by Larson and deflected. Wow.
Jeffers hustling down there.
Yeah.
Keeping that ball alive for us.
Yeah, that was quite the sequence.
It was.
So Kaylee Jeffers gets the inbounds pass up top to Macy Bevel. She'll take the three-pointer short.
We don't see many threes from her.
Right. She's usually more trying to get inside in the paint. Box advancing for the Cardinals. And she's looking for some help and gets it to
number 3.
Larson.
Yes.
As Box gets to the elbow. Onaway looking to kind of run a dribble drive offense here. As a 15-foot jump shot's taken by Erke.
Wide open shot there for Onaway. They missed the
jump ball held. Possession error goes to the Cardinals. So Snowbirds got to do a better job contesting those open shots or just communicating on that pick and roll. Onaway having a little trouble getting the ball in, but they do to Macy Decker as Larson works it around up top. She'll drive right side all the way to the goal and be fouled on the shot. That foul will be on Miriam Morrell, her first foul, but the Snowbirds already with 3 team fouls here so far, Tyler, and 6 minutes left to play in the first quarter. That's not a rate that Coach Pat Schultz wants to keep up.
No, he does not. He doesn't want to get in the bonus before the second quarter starts here.
The first free throw is good for Taylor Larson. In for the Snowbirds is Emma Glaspie and McKinley, replacing Bevel and Morrell. Second shot for Larson is good as the Cardinals are now down just 3 points. 7-4 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Miriam Morrell's going to take the 18-footer, no good. Rebound by Box. She's doing a good job of rebounding in there, Tyler.
She is.
And she'll look up the floor, get it to Larson. Larson inside to Decker. And Decker puts it up and is fouled by Ava Schultz. That'll be Schultz's second foul of the game.
That's not something we need here early in the first quarter, I should say.
4th team foul for the Snowbirds. So sending the Cardinals to the line early and presumably often. So Decker's first free throw is up, no good, off to the left. As I mentioned earlier, second foul on Schultz. We'll see what Coach Pat Schultz decides to do here. Does he keep Ava in the game with 5 minutes, 46 seconds left in the first? And it looks like he will. Ava that is, will clear the rebound and bring it up the court. St. Mary goes to Jeffers, to the corner to Morrell. Working it back around. Schultz will trigger the three-pointer and get it. So second three-pointer of the game for Ava as the Cardinals work it up the floor to Box and has it stolen by McKinley. Ava Schultz now pushes down, goes to the corner to McKinley where she's fouled by Larson. That's the second team foul on the Cardinals. St. Mary already out with a fast start, a 10-point first quarter so far.
It's better than the boys' games last night. The boys had 9 points in the first half alone.
Yeah, the boys had some problems scoring against that Eagle defense last night.
Yes.
But turned it up in the second half. Pass goes to the corner to Morrell. Up top, work it around. Schultz going to pull another three, and that's no good. But offensive rebound fought for and controlled by the Cardinals as they push it up top to Decker. Decker slings a pass to Larson, and Larson is going to get fouled by, I believe that was Jeffers, Kaylee Jeffers with the foul. That'll be the 5th team foul on the Snowbirds. So
I think that is a 6th team foul, actually. But also,
we'll check with our official statistician here. Nick, how many fouls is that on the Snowbirds? We'll get back with you on the total foul count as
the coach tried to call a timeout in that last press there. He didn't get the timeout, but he's lucky he didn't because that would have been they got a foul on the other side anyways.
So Larson inbound for the Cardinals, looking to get it inside to Decker. Excuse me, not Decker. That's number 12, Aubrey Benson. And save attempt by Larson, stolen by Grzinski. Bevel now racing up the court, going all the way to the paint, throws up a hook shot, no good. Rebound by Box, and she's wanting to continue the tempo back down the other side of the floor. puts up a runner, no good. Rebound inside, fought for, and it'll be Cardinal basketball as looks like Sydney Grzinski couldn't control that rebound.
She was trying to match Bevel's tempo right there with going up and down the court like that.
Yeah, the Cardinals seem content to play at the pace of the Snowbirds as Box pulls a 17-footer, no good. Rebound inside by Bailey Morrell. Snowbirds clear, push it up the floor. Emma McKinley, or excuse me,
that's Glasby.
Glasby unable to finish inside as Onaway swings it. Open 3-point shot, way long from Erke. And so Cardinals still looking to try and settle in here. They got a couple points early, got to the free throw line, but since then they haven't had much success. Snowbirds advance the ball up to the corner, all the way around the arc and perimeter. Pulling the three-pointer is short. Rebound inside by the Cardinals.
Save the 13 Decker, or Box, I should say.
Box with a nice push up to Decker, and Decker traveled there.
She knew it.
Just couldn't keep her foot down. Nope. As it looked like she wanted to pass it back to Decker, or Box, pardon me.
And we do have Schultz coming back in here. She did take a minute rest, I would say.
So she was out for a minute. Schultz replaces Glasby as the Snowbirds working it around the perimeter. 5 on the floor for St. Mary is Bevel, Morrell, Schultz, the younger Miriam Morrell, and McKinley. As Decker secures the rebound as she pushes, being harassed by 2 Snowbird defenders.
Being swarmed.
Not
she
able.
Get it. They took a timeout there.
So Onaway is going to take. Looks like they're going to take a 30-second timeout. That's going to give us some time to thank some of our sponsors tonight. Want to give a big shout out to Jimmy John's. Hey, if you're in the area and you're hungry and you're looking for something freaky fast, Jimmy John's. Hey, it's what we do for our pregame meals for all the football season, basketball season once playoffs start. Jimmy John's is the freaky fast gourmet sandwiches located in Gaylord. And so Jimmy John's, if you need a sandwich in a freaky fast manner, they're the way to best, fast, and easy. So
I love the Club Lulu.
The Club Lulu is Tyler's favorite sandwich.
It's really good.
I've had a couple of those. And St. Mary graduate Tyler Loshaw. Say hello to Tyler when you're in there. Tell him to go Snowbirds. As Onaway inbounds from the corner, goes up to Box. Box will dribble it back and reset.
You know, it looked like Box had the easy layup there if she continued to the hoop. She could have contested for a foul there, but instead she decided to draw it back out and set up the offense.
Benson with a errant jump shot on the 15-footer into the game now for Onaway freshman Kaylin George.
We have another 3 by Bevel.
Yep, short, rebound fought for, and it'll maintain St. Mary basketball. So both teams kind of going to their youth here.
Yes.
With St. Mary bringing in McKinley and Miriam Morrell.
And then with Onaway.
Benson. And Ava Schultz is going to get her 3rd three-pointer of the game.
Looks a lot more smooth than a couple nights ago.
Yeah, they definitely have a better rhythm offensively.
It was hard to get in the rhythm that night when there were so many fouls being called on both sides.
Yeah, so Larson passes it up to George. George tries to go inside to Decker, and a double dribble is called on Decker. I didn't see the first dribble there, Tyler. It looked like she was kind of gathering the ball. Yeah. So that's a tough call for the Cardinals. As Kaylee Jeffers will bring it across half court for the Snowbirds. Passes to Schultz. Let's see what the Snowbirds have in store for this possession here as they work the ball around the perimeter.
We got a 2-3 zone going by Onaway here, trying to switch up defense.
Interesting concept to try and guard a team that's already made 4 three-pointers in the first quarter.
Not something I would recommend. Not something to guard a shooting team.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, folks, St. Mary, 4 made three-pointers in the first quarter, and they're getting as we said earlier, 4 made three-pointers in the first quarter. Ava Schultz with 3. Sydney Gazinski started the game with a bank-in three-pointer from the right wing. So Onaway now playing a zone to see and try to slow down the Snowbirds' offensive momentum. As Box breaks the pressure up to Benson, and Benson travels. Yeah. The Cardinals are getting whistled for this travel call because they're too anxious to make the next pass. It's happened on 2 occasions now where the recipient of the pass is already looking for the next pass. As McKinley triggers a 3, no good.
They're getting those open threes there with this zone defense.
Yeah, the 2-3 zone defense that the Cardinals are attempting to play right now will lead to a lot of different open corner shots for the Snowbirds or the short corner.
You make a couple passes and you'll find the open guy or open girl, and there'll be should be an open 3.
Yeah.
Drive in and pass out, dish out.
So Snowbirds nursing a 13-4 lead here early in the first quarter. Macy Bevel passes out to Grzinski. Shots no good, but stolen by Jeffers, and she'll be fouled.
She was hacked there.
Yeah, Benson got her money's worth on that foul.
Yep. She was going to make sure she didn't make that shot.
So Benson with her first personal foul. That'll be the 3rd team foul on Onaway. Snowbirds are about to attempt their 3rd and 4th free throws of the game, so not really having too much success getting to the line early on, Tyler, but the outside perimeter game for St. Mary has been what they've been leaning on.
I think they made their first 2 free throws, though, I should say. So I think they are 3 for 3 right now, if I remember.
3 for 4. Macy
Okay.
Bevel split her first 2, but inside rebound by Morrell, no good. Rebounded inside by Onaway. They'll look to get it to Box, as Box will push tempo up the floor to, tough luck miss by Decker.
2 tough luck misses.
Rebound fought for, and it'll maintain Onaway basketball. Really good job by Box there, finding the open player. Open teammate was Decker, but Decker just couldn't get it to go off the window.
Box for a freshman can really play ball. She rebounds on the defensive side, and can actually pass and make good shots there for them.
Box going to go baseline, throw up the 8-footer, no good. Gets her own rebound, and foul on the ground is Macy Bevel. I believe that will put the Snowbirds in the penalty.
I think it's a 1-and-1 now.
No.
No, it's 1.
Next foul will be penalty shots for the Cardinals, as the Snowbirds have 16 fouls. Larson inbounding for the Cardinals.
It's not something a coach wants to see when you're almost in the bonus with not even the first quarter gone.
Right. Going down the paint, throwing up a 6-footer is Box. Rebound fought for inside. Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to the Snowbirds.
That was a quick jump ball call there.
Yes, we have definitely seen some more elongated jump ball calls before that. And Macy Bevel going to take this one all the way down the lane, throw up a wild shot. No good. Rebound Cardinals.
She's looking for the foul there.
Yep, and we've got a turnover, I believe, or they're going to say that
it's on the way ball still.
Ball was deflected, I believe, Tyler. I think that's what they're saying. Ball was deflected.
Yeah, I think Ava deflected that out of the bounds.
Yeah. So, Box up top. I tell you what, Tyler, between Benson and Box, the future is bright for Onaway basketball as Decker gets the offensive rebound putback, and Coach Pat Schultz is going to take a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout with you and be back after these messages.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Again, Snowbirds with a 14-6 lead as Ava Schultz will put up another three-pointer saved attempt And Macy Bevel securing the loose ball, putting in for her first basket of the game as boxes doubled and traveled. So Coach Pat Schultz's message was well received in that full timeout, Tyler, as they came out aggressively, securing a loose ball. Macy Bevel with the 2-point basket. Easiest one she'll get all season.
It is.
Snowbirds working it around again. Grzinski from the corner, air ball. Rebounded by Schultz, but her foot was on the line. So a valiant effort there, and that'll give the Snowbirds a chance to set up their full court press, though.
They love this full court press. They run it every possession, no matter what the score is.
So as Onaway tries to break the press, Larson is fouled, and that'll send the Cardinals to a 1-1. We'll see how the Snowbirds adapt. They want to play an aggressive style of defense with this full court press. However, they have 7 team fouls, so if a team like Onaway is adept at making foul shots, this could be 3 points for Onaway the rest of the half.
You might want to back off a little bit here on that full court press. Try not to foul as much. Try to play maybe a half court press there. Pick them up a half court instead of full court because you're causing a lot of fouls there.
Larson's first attempt up and in. So Cardinals will attempt to make the Snowbirds pay from the free throw line. Other than that, the Cardinals' offense has been stifled by the Snowbird first full court press.
Yes.
As Larson's second is no good, and Snowbirds are going to turn that one over. Errant pass from Grzinski to McKinley.
And with only 10 seconds left here in the half, you'd think you'd hold on to that ball and make the last shot, but now it's going to be Onaway with the last shot here.
So we'll see what the Cardinals draw up as they go to box. Box breaking past the defense. Drops a nice pass down, but broken up. Attempted to get it was Decker, but swarming hands for the Snowbirds inside deflected that pass.
They called a foul there. I thought they were going to call a jump ball.
So a foul has been called on Onaway 13, Charlotte box. A quick whistle tonight from the officials.
It is, yes. It has been all night. We've seen it with that jump ball earlier.
And right before the buzzer is
Wow.
Sydney Grzinski knocking down the 5th three-pointer of the quarter for the Snowbirds. Snowbirds up 19-7 after 8 minutes of play here. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
Hello, this is Charles, founder of Next Level Sandbag. And right now, it doesn't take more than a glance to see how high the water levels are in northern Michigan. As we know, lake levels go in cycles, a few years high, a few years stable, and then a few years low. I started Next Level Sandbag to give you a temporary solution to a temporary problem. Our services can save existing break walls, trees, lawns, and other features you want to protect from high rising water and at a fraction of the cost of other options. To learn more, visit Next Level Sandbag on Facebook and then give us a call.
Johnson's Propane is Northern Michigan's #1 propane supplier. We have achieved our success through dedication to our customer service and giving back to our community. And now we have decided to make our biggest contribution to our community yet. A portion of our proceeds will be given to the Munson Healthcare Otsego Memorial Hospital to help fund the new emergency department. So when you choose Johnson's Propane, you also choose Northern Michigan. Call our office or visit us online to become a new customer today.
Okay, welcome back, everyone watching live from home. Hopefully you're home comfortable with a nice log on that warm fire. Charlotte Box is going to take this one baseline, rebound to Ava Schultz, and the Snowbirds look to push in transition as McKinley goes all the way to the corner to Bailey Morrell, back to Macy Bevel. Shots up away, good.
That's her first make on the 3 attempts.
So 6 made three-pointer for the Snowbirds tonight, and that ball may have been deflected. Unsure, though. It looked like Larson might have dribbled it off her baby toe. We've got a meeting of the minds here between two officials to see what the determination is. And it will maintain Onaway ball. Larson to trigger from the baseline. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter here from Gaylord St. Mary Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium as Box is triple-teamed. Throws it up to Larson as Larson works across the far sideline and is double-teamed once again. And jump ball. That was a quick one, Tyler.
That was again.
And on Next Level Broadcasting, we're going to start making jump balls an official stat, especially for girls' games. I don't think we've done a game this year where we've had fewer than 10. And especially tonight, it's been a very quick jump ball whistle.
A quick whistle all night, though. Fouls and everything.
So with that being said, we have a 30-second timeout here that'll give us a chance to thank some of our other sponsors tonight. We want to thank J&J Construction. Listen, if you're in the market for building or trying to reconstruct your perfect dream home, J&J Construction is where you need to look. Been in building for over 60 years, and they have all the experience you need. They're trusted and insured, and everyone who has ever worked with J&J Construction has nothing but good things to say. When I'm looking for my first house, Tyler, or when I'm renovating it, I'll be sure to seek their opinion.
Connor was telling me last night that he worked for did work for J&J Construction. He liked it a lot.
That's right, and Connor would be a good worker.
He was.
So Snowbirds up 22-7. 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. McKinley goes to Schultz, and Larson with the theft. She'll look up the floor, throw it to the abyss, and turnover for Onaway. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's their 15th turnover of the game so far, Tyler. Snowbirds doing a good job of forcing turnovers. We'll stat check that when our statistician, Nick Wenzel, comes back. McKinley working it around up top to Grzinski. Grzinski hands back off to Schultz with the dribble weave action. She'll go down the paint, left-handed scoop shots up and in. And Larson looking to find a teammate. She gets it to Box, and Box tries to dribble through the press, which you can't do. Snowbirds back up the floor. Nice pass from Bevel to Morrell.
Nice finish there by Morrell. We got 2 more subs coming here at the next whistle.
That's right. And Box working it up the floor for the Cardinals. Goes down to the baseline to Erke. And Box looking to generate some offense here, make a play for a teammate. Benson will try to force a pass into Larson, and the other Larson will take a 3, put it up, no good. Rebound Grzinski. She'll look up the floor to Bailey Morrell. Bailey will have the easiest 2 points of her season right there as Snowbirds go up 28-7. Larson back to Box, and Box will pass this one up to the other Larson. 3-pointers away and good. Nice shot for Nicole Larson as she gets that 3-pointer to go. First 3-pointer of the game for the Cardinals. Macy Bevel drives baseline, kicks out to Bailey Morrell. Shots up off the backboard, but Bailey gets her offensive rebound, goes up with it. No good. Rebound Benson out to Box as Cardinals look to push tempo.
On that last Snowbirds possession, if that was a clean pass by Macy Bevel, that could have been a wide open 3 and a good shot by Morrell.
So rebound fought for by Benson and had a little pinball down there. Bailey Morrell tried to draw an offensive foul, but was unavailable to do so. Snowbirds still up 28-10 here with 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the second quarter. It'll be an inbounds pass from Kaylin George, and checking in for the Snowbirds is 24 Kaylee Jeffers, as well as Miriam Morrell.
She's all up in her face.
Oh, man. Great defense by Miriam Morrell there.
That was good defense.
No, Tyler, the fifth quarter rule, I really think that provides ample opportunity for younger players to get experience and come into a varsity game ready to play.
It helps a lot for a lot of
if you're an 8th grader and you're having to play varsity minutes, there's a little bit of an anxiety that goes on there playing a varsity game. And that 5th quarter rule, you can go in for the 4th quarter of the JV game, get a little sweat, break loose a little bit, come into the varsity game ready to play. So I think that's a great rule by the MHSAA to do for small schools like St. Mary.
It helps a lot. It helps with these young freshmen and 8th graders that want to play.
That's right. So we're glad to be joined here for our second quarter interview of the game as Morrell puts up the 3-pointer, no good, rebounded by Benson by Gaylord St. Mary alum and sister and daughter, Gabby Schultz. Gabby, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Just happy to be here.
That's right. You're just here so you don't get fined, right?
Exactly.
So I heard that you were trying your best to coax an interview last night during the boys' game versus Bel Air. We were unable to make that happen, unfortunately, so we're glad that you could join us tonight. What have you seen so far from the Snowbirds that you've liked seeing? Where do you think areas of opportunity for them to improve are?
Yeah, well, Charles, I've seen some good defense and some really bad defense out of the Snowbirds tonight. I'm seeing some pretty cheap and stupid fouls, I would say, not least out of my own sister, Ava Schultz.
A little handsy.
Yep. Because our mantra was always, if you're going to foul, make it count, and I'm seeing a lot of really cheap fouls that aren't doing much besides getting them up into bonus right now.
So speaking of that, the Cardinals going back, that's the 8th team foul of the Snowbirds, so a chance to take advantage of that for the Cardinals, unable to do so. So as you were mentioning, the fouls, you can improve upon that, obviously, with 8 team fouls early on in the first half. Ball movement has been great, though, with 5 made three-pointers, and as they have been attacking the offensive glass, as your kin, Ava Schultz, gets the offensive rebound, puts that one up and in. So good to see her back in the game with those 2 fouls, playing hard. And they're doubling all over the floor tonight. So let me ask this: when your dad's watching game film, do you see like the wheels in his head just thinking, oh, there's a double team, oh, we're gonna double there, they just crossed half court, double team, oh, they're in the corner, triple team? Is that kind of where his mental state of mind is when he's watching film?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that he's definitely an aggressively minded defensive coordinator.
Okay.
He's always looking for places where we can outnumber the ball, basically. So that's why you're going to see triple teams and double teams up top, especially as you get closer to those tighter places like the corners, especially because we do have that speed up there.
That's true. So we do have another gathering of the officials here to determine what the call on the floor is. And ball will be awarded to Onaway. I think they're just going to say that was a typical turnover for the Snowbirds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call was there.
So as Onaway inbounds to Larson, she'll advance up the floor. St. Mary up 32-10 with 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Onaway will go inside. Benson unable to connect. Rebound inside by Kaylee Jeffers as Macy Bevel pushes tempo going coast to coast. She'll throw up the left-handed scoop shot. Hammered.
On that shot.
Yeah, absolutely smoked on the arm there. We saw, as we alluded earlier in the pregame segment, Gabby, Macy Bevel really took over the fourth quarter of that game 2 nights ago in Charlevoix and made the clutch free throws down the stretch to put that game on ice. Her game really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because she can get a rebound or just an inbounds pass after a made basket and be down the floor, be in the paint in about 4 seconds.
Absolutely.
So her aggressiveness and ability to break down the defense and get to the free throw line is something that is very, very hard to defend. And it's one of those things that, you know, you can kind of coach that, but that is an inherent trait that you just kind of have to develop as a basketball player.
Absolutely, Charles. And to that end, it's reminiscent of Carrie Broviak, her older cousin, actually, the way that she's so quick down and back, and she can turn from offense to defense so quickly and seamlessly. And you're right that that's not something you really coach. That's something that you kind of nurture that a player already has. Yeah,
shout out to Carrie Broviak, class of 2014 from Gaylord St. Mary, but she couldn't beat me in gym class one-on-one. Took her every time. Carrie, hope you watch. Hope you see that. I'm going to have to put that one on a highlight clip for you. So as we have 3 minutes, 21 seconds left to go in the first half, Macy Bevel at the free throw line. First shot's away, no good. So Bevel now 1 for 3 from the free throw line tonight, but still attacking the rim relentlessly. Her next attempt is
no good
off the glass. And unfortunately, she didn't get any piece of the rim, so that'll be Onaway basketball automatically. Tyler, you ever airball the free throw?
Many of times.
Okay.
Many times.
In a game?
I don't think so, Charles.
Okay. I'm just curious. I got a free throw story that I'll tell at halftime. From my playing days, I'll share that one with you.
I was gonna say, I thought you were talking about my playing time, but I was gonna say
that's. So Onaway pushing this one up the floor. Offensive rebound by Benson, gets it up and in. As the Snowbirds look to break the pressure. Kick back to Bailey Morrell. Shots away, no good. Inside rebound by Benson, but stolen right back by Bailey Morrell. as the Snowbirds will reset, and
Can't do that.
so the golden rule of basketball was just broken by the Cardinal defender as she fouled a three-point jump shooter in Macy Bevel. And we saw that 2 nights ago in Charlevoix as well, right, Tyler?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, it was tough. One of the, I believe it was Macy, or
No.
Ava
Ava
Schultz
Schultz.
went to the free throw line, shooting 3 free throws, and so Bevel gets her second make of the night from the free throw line. After these, this will be her 5th, 6th, and 7th free throw attempts of the night. So, continuing her ferocity of getting to the rim and getting to the free throw line, putting the Cardinals in the bonus now as St. Mary. So Onaway now breaking the press, but getting it tipped and deflected from behind was Kaylin George, one of the 2 freshmen for the Cardinals that have played significant minutes tonight. St. Mary up 35-12 with 2 minutes 45 seconds to go in the second quarter, and that'll be a foul inside on Sydney Grzinski, shooting foul. So George will go to the line for her 2 shots. 2 minutes 45 seconds to go in the second quarter, Tyler. And, you know, if we're looking at the overall scheme of things, a 35-12 spread, I think Coach Pat Schultz will take that going into halftime if the score to remain the same.
I think you'll be happy with that.
And as we are joined by Gabby Schultz to give us a little inside analysis of the mindset of her father, Coach Pat Schultz, as Ava Schultz is going to trigger another three-pointer. Gabby, is your dad going to be okay with a 22-point
lead?
A 22-point lead going into half, or will he be more focused on the things that they can improve on?
You know what, Charles? I think it's going to be the latter. When he goes into halftime, you're more likely to hear about the points you left on the floor than the points you put up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's understandable. And as Ava Schultz will steal the inbound pass back to Macy Bevel, to Schultz for another three-pointer, and short, rebounded inside as it's deflected. Larson up to box as she's content with the 12-footer and gets it to go. So Onaway on the board, down 35-15. Snowbirds advance for the 17-footer from the corner is Miriam Morel, no good. Rebound by Bevel. Bevel with the Euro step right through the paint, gets it to go.
Nice little shot there by Bevel.
So Larson now, and Bailey Morel.
Unintentional there.
Yeah, just couldn't stop in time. And she'll pick up the foul, so that will send Onaway to the free throw line again. That'll be Larson attempting 2 free throws, and that puts St. Mary in the double bonus for the duration of the second quarter here. So can't be using the hands on defense or pushing girls down as Bailey just did. Nope. So Larson's first attempt is good. St. Mary up 37-16, minute 55 seconds left to go in the second quarter. A mass substitution for the Snowbirds as checking in is Glasby, Jeffers, and McKinley.
Yep.
Larson's second attempt is up and in. So she gets them both to go as St. Mary looks to end this half on a positive note. As goes the
Nice
corner
shot
to Grzinski, and just a little bit too much on there. Offensive rebound fought for, secured by Bailey Morel. And it's back to Grzinski as the Snowbirds will go back to the corner of the Morel. She'll pull the 3. Air ball, a little too much juice on that one.
Is that another jump ball there? Yeah, stays with St. Mary's now.
All right, so Bailey Morel, the inbound. St. Mary with a minute 30 seconds left. Inside pass to McKinley. Rolls around on the rim, no good. Larson coming out of there with the rebound, and she's going up the floor and stolen by Grzinski. Back to Glasby. Glasby with the 2-on-1 to Morel, and Bailey wasn't able to hang on to that one.
Couldn't control it there. Not in time to make that shot.
So, Gabby, in that situation, you just got to throw the alley-oop, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go for the dunk there.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of transitions, I haven't been super impressed by the St. Mary's girls full court transitions, especially on a fast break like that. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts.
Especially on a fast break. I mean, the thing with and I'm sure Tyler can agree to this too. Actually, when Tyler was playing, we had a drill in practice where you had to score a 2-on-1 break, and we honestly simulated a 2-on-1 break so you would get the best shot possible. It is something that is hard to do in real time, but you just need to convert those opportunities when you have a plus advantage of people. You know, it's a lot easier playing basketball when you have more people than the team that's defending you. And in transition, you have those opportunities.
We saw a nice fight, or Kaylee Jeffrey fighting for the ball there on the ground there. Nice getting the ball back for St. Mary's there with 43 seconds left before half.
Want to give a shout out to the St. Mary girls basketball trainer with all this kinesio tape that's on the floor tonight. It appears that that's the new style, whether it's on the knee, the shoulder, the kinesio tape making an impact here as McKinley will hit the 12-foot jump shot. Snowbirds up 39-19 as we are 20 seconds away from halftime. A swat from Bailey Morrell. I'll call that a kill. And she'll take that all the way transition for two. So the one player break pays dividends for the Snowbirds as Box has a chance to put on the Cardinals on the board right before the horn. She does. So Snowbirds will go into the half with a 41-21 lead from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. Stick around, Gabby. We'll talk with you more at halftime, and we'll be right back after these messages.
We all know that Jimmy John's is everyone's go-to option for freaky fast subs. But did you know that they're unveiling new menu options? That's right, Jimmy John's new menu has something for everyone and is a great way to feed the whole family. So, whether you're watching the big game, hard at work, or taking the family out to eat, Jimmy John's wants to make finding a gourmet sandwich easy. The crew of Next Level Broadcasting trusts their pregame meals to Jimmy John's, and you should too, at Jimmy John's in Gaylord.
Are you sick and tired of monotonous family dinners? Then you need to call an audible and let BC Pizza take care of the rest. They've been the best source of handmade, hometown gourmet pizzas since 1988. And with over 30 locations, they're built to serve you. Their presence in each community has been second to none. BC Pizza has a wide variety of menu options, including salads, grinders, and of course, their famous pizza. BC Pizza, the best choice pizza.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Halftime show. I'm Pat O'Connor, joined by Charles Strail, Daniel Smith.
It's a toss to Backlund, up the left side. Breaks one tackle, he's in! Enough. Chris Kashoniak looks up the middle to Cordy. It is complete, great catch! Conrad Cordy, nothing but green after the stiff arm. Touchdown Snowbirds, what a play! The snap is good, hold is good, kick is up. The kick is no good!
Today I'm going to tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, and Bel Air, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and experience. If you're struggling with anything vision related, don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and experience our friendly and experienced staff for yourself. We all know northern Michigan winters take a toll on our parking lots and driveways, but Gaylord Seal Coating has you covered. A proud sponsor of local high school athletics, Gaylord Seal Coating specializes in infrared seamless asphalt repair, hot pour crack filling, striping, and more. Need a new snowplow solution this winter? GSC can do that too. Commercial, residential, private roadways, and associations, Gaylord Seal Coating is your answer. Give them a call today at 989-732-5003.
Okay, welcome back, folks. Midway through halftime here from St. Mary Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. We just found out who won the 50-50, folks. It was not me, unfortunately. So Snowbirds up 41-21 at halftime over the Onaway Cardinals. I'm joined by Tyler Bowerman and our special guest tonight, Gabby Schultz, home from her job and occupation in New York City, so she's able to catch some Snowbird basketball. Obviously, her family on the team, her sister Ava, her dad Pat. Gabby, the first half would be something that your dad would draw up. Maybe too many points allowed, too many offensive rebounds. I'm sure he can find something to nitpick. What was your overall impression?
Yeah, I think offensively they were a lot more aggressive as a team today than they were in Charlevoix. I think in Charlevoix we really saw the bulk of the scoring coming from 2 or 3 people, and tonight it feels a lot more like people are winding up, taking their shots when they're open, sharing the ball. I think a big thing that I saw, and I was talking to some of the other St. Mary's Girls alumni over there, was a lack of offensive rebounding. You're seeing, 2 or 3 putbacks, and you have a girl, my sister Ava, that's 5'10", which we were all saying is kind of unacceptable to not put that in on the offensive end, or the defensive end, rather.
Yeah, but, that's something that you're kind of content with tonight, as we have just seen Heather Huff and the other assistant coaches for Joburg enter the building, so that's okay to put that on film tonight. Maybe we can, Heather's in the building, or so are her sons, Colton, and maybe we can get one of them to come on and talk a little bit of basketball here. But you can obviously put that on tape. Maybe they'll be watching that and thinking that the St. Mary girls are sloughing a little bit on the offensive glass, and then bang, take advantage of that in the rivals rally game. And especially, from the free throw line, the teams have actually been pretty even. St. Mary picking up a lot of early first quarter fouls. Onaway was in the bonus with about 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, double bonus with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. So for the first half game, the Snowbirds played very, very handsy defense. Would like to see that get cleaned up, and I'm sure that's being addressed at halftime as well. So you've been able to keep in touch and watch most of the games through our network streams out in New York City, isn't that right?
That's true, yeah. I try to catch all of the ones that I'm not home for that are streamed.
Yeah, and so, thank you for your support of the channel. We appreciate your viewership. It's been somewhat of a more conventional year this year as opposed to last year, where the teams actually didn't start playing basketball until the early part of February. So last year it was like there were multiple games every night. It seemed like each week there was 3 games for the boys and 2 games for the girls, and vice versa on the following week. So it was a crazy season. This year, with it being more conventional, more spaced out, it probably makes it easier for your dad to figure out what he wants to do and actually have a life outside of basketball.
I mean, it's hard for him to get any time away from the team due to his own work-life boundaries there, but I definitely agree. I think he's liking this season both because it gives the athletes a chance to experience what a normal high school season is like, and also because it kind of gives them a chance to recover in between games. I know last year there were a lot of injuries on and off, which is always hard, especially with the substitution scheme he has going on. It's kind of hard to play around when constantly you have this person's out tonight and then the next night another person's out.
That's right. So, and it is really just a testament to the way that he's able to scheme his whole vision. I mean, I don't want to go out and say that his offense and defense and just overall scheme is of a visionary, but it's really centered on statistics, which a lot of coaches, especially in Northern Michigan, don't really have that acumen and palate for yet. When you think about the analytics of the game, like you want to get more shots than your opponent. You want to create more possessions than your opponent. If you're not a better shooting team than your opponent, the easiest way to beat that opponent is by shooting more shots. And that's what impresses me a lot about your father's schemes and schematics, is that he knows that on some nights the Snowbirds might have fewer talent, but with the magnitude and volume of shots that they create and generate, they'll be able to beat teams with more talent than them.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it also encourages, especially when you have this emphasis on, shooting three-pointers like they have this year, it encourages some of the younger players to step up in the way that an offense intended for one person to score might not necessarily encourage that same thing.
Yeah, and when you get turnovers, you create easy baskets. Easy baskets also lead to a boost of confidence for your role players. And to keep your role players engaged, it obviously helps to get easy baskets, easy shots. Sharing the ball obviously contributes to that as well, but also playing a lot of players as well. So when you go 8 and 9 deep on your bench, it keeps all the players active, engaged mentally as well as physically. So those are some of the main things that allow and what make the Snowbirds this year such a force to be reckoned with, as they have a 20-point lead here as they're looking for their record to be extended to 7-0 on this part of the season.
We never did hear your story, Charles.
Yes. So the story for basketball. Right, so we were playing Johannesburg my senior year, and this is the only time I ever fouled out of a basketball game, Tyler. And I missed my first free throw attempt, and my mom stands up in the crowd and yells, "Use your legs."
Ooh.
And I yell back, I said, "I know." And I proceed to miss my second free throw, have a loose ball foul, and then I foul out after going 0 for 2 after my mom scolded me from the stands from the free throw line. So that's the only time I ever fouled out of a high school game. So to all of our viewers watching, you can go up to my mom and blame her for me fouling out of a game.
Moms usually do know best, though, so you should have listened to her.
Well, I should have used my legs because I missed the next one short, too. So neither team able to break the seal on the third quarter here as the Cardinals push it up the floor. Larson goes baseline. Inside pass intercepted by Grzinski as Grzinski throws it back to Bebel. And this ball is jumping around like House of Pain tonight, Tyler. And we haven't seen any points scored in the third quarter, but I feel like this game has been really crazy to begin the second half of play.
A lot of turnovers, a lot of fast action.
So for all of our analytical people watching tonight, we're just going to set the Snowbird point total at 75 points tonight. Let us know in the YouTube comments if you think the Snowbirds will score more or less than that 75 point total. So for all of those people interested in games with point totals and things like that, margin of victories, etc., let us know what you think, just to add a little more spice to tonight's game. Gabby, what do you think? 75, more or less?
We played this game on the way in, Charles, and I said I was forecasting a roughly 60-20 score.
Okay.
So I'm thinking 60-ish for the Birds, and I guess maybe a little more than 20 now for the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals have definitely eclipsed their point total. Snowbirds 5 on the floor is Schultz, Bebel, Morel, Jeffers, and the other Morel, Miriam Morel. As they slow down pace a little bit, Ava Schultz works up top, goes to Kaylee Jeffers to the corner as Snowbirds reset up top to Macy Bebel. Onaway Cardinals back to their 2-3 zone defense as Schultz will run to the corner baseline. Shots up and away, no good. No legs on that jump shot as Larson goes across court. Onaway is they barely got it across as Box goes to the corner. Shots up away, Larson too strong. Inside rebound fought for, and a foul called on Miriam Morel. It looks like that one might have been a jump ball. We've seen
a lot of quick jump ball calls here.
I've seen that one called a jump ball before tonight.
Yes.
I love seeing an 8th grader get in there, though.
As the ball is inbounded to Box, goes to Larson up top. Onaway going back to the corner to Larson. She'll fire a 3, too strong.
Good rebound by Bebel.
Macy Bebel in there with a gritty rebound, but the possession arrow will favor the Cardinals.
Another quick whistle there.
Absolutely.
You know, something about the Bebel DNA that just has no fear going for those rebounds. Gavin Bebel last night, Tyler, was, obviously not the biggest kid on the floor, but really attacks the rebounds hard. As the ball is stolen by McKinley, she'll race down the court, put that one in for the Snowbirds. But like I said, the Bebel basketball sense of rebounding is apparent.
Gritty, I'd call it.
Yes, between Gavin, Macy,
and even Avery.
That's right. So I mean, it's just one of those. You can't really teach that. You kind of just have to be coached and know how to do it from a young age. So as Larson has it in the corner, Snowbirds could have tripled.
Oh, wow.
Snowbirds could have trapped in the corner because Larson picked up her dribble, but another foul on the Snowbirds nonetheless. Third team foul early on in the third quarter. Hey, Nick, you want to talk? Nick, you want to talk? All right, so Onaway working it around, goes to the corner, back to the corner to Larson. She'll drive baseline and a foul on McKinley, I believe, or no, they called that one on Glasby. So the Snowbirds are going to take a 30-second timeout, and we're going to welcome on our third member, Nick Wenzel. Hey, Nick, how you doing tonight?
Good, how are you?
Hey, Nick. We know that you've been working as the team's statistician for a while tonight, actually all season long. And, does this Snowbird team have what it takes to make a deep season run? Yes or no? What do you think?
Yes.
I mean, you look at the stats, you crunch the numbers, you know how good this team is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially after a big win in Charlevoix 2 nights ago, Nick. But they didn't play their best. Now, with their more optimum game on the floor tonight that we've seen through 2 quarters of play, it's almost a day and night difference from 2 nights ago. I'm sure Gabby can concur with that as well.
Absolutely.
So Cardinals go inside to Benson. Ball's kicked, got back to Larson, and Benson will go inside. Cross-court pass, shots up, and good. Chloe Erke got the St. Mary parishioner bounce there, and the Cardinals trim the lead to 43-23. Schultz going to pull a quick 3, no good. Rebound inside by Glasby. Back out, but went right through the legs of Kaylee Jeffers. Tyler, that was a very similar play to to Bill Buckner in the World Series for the Mets. So all of our older viewership will get that one. No one else will get that.
I certainly didn't.
Nick got it.
I definitely got that one.
Yep. And a travel on Erke. As we have 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter, St. Mary's still up with that 20-point margin. Nursing that one here as we approach the midway point of the third quarter. 5 on the floor for the Snowbirds is Bevel, Morrell, Jeffers, Brzezinski, Glasby, and Bevel.
So far, these Snowbirds have been really physical, and they've been really on their game.
I agree, Nick. Gabby and I were talking about that earlier, and we just thought that the physicality might have led to some of those early fouls, but they've adjusted that. You want to play physical, and with the depth that the Snowbirds have, you can afford to be a little bit physical. Still no pressing foul situations for the Snowbirds. Ava Schultz with 2 fouls, but a couple other players with 2 fouls, but nothing pressing and in need of, subbing in a player. Onaway basket there by number 13, Charlotte Box, cutting the lead to 18. Macy Bevel brings it back down the court. Swung around back to Bevel. She'll pump fake the shot, go back over to Jeffers. As the Snowbirds go to McKinley for a corner 3. No good, too strong. Rebound Glasby inside. And the ball looked like it was deflected off of Glasby there as her putback was no good. So Snowbirds up 18. Onaway starting to get their feet underneath them here in the third quarter as Larson's trapped in the corner. Turns it over. Bevel steals and looks up the floor to Glasby. Ooh. Gets a nice Tyler, what are we going to call that down there? I'd say that was a Bailey Morrell with a good way to get the defender out of the way. On Snowbirds unable to convert though, as Bevel will inbound from the corner into Morrell, and that looked like a continuation play, but it's going to be a foul on the ground by number 1, Chloe Erke.
It's a great effort by Bailey Morrell there.
Nick, you would have given her the and one on that, right?
I would have.
Yeah. But, Nick, you're also a Snowbird fan.
I am.
So as the Snowbirds bring it back, elbow jump shot for Bevel, no good. Offensive rebound by Schultz. Ball is tapped around back to Bevel as she has it. Let's see if the Snowbirds get the best possible shot here. But it's stolen by Larson. And she'll go coast to coast, put it up and in. Good body control to contort and get that layup to go for Larson. As the Snowbirds now pushing it back down the floor. Shot's no good by Bevel. Rebound stolen back by Bevel. The outlet passes. Snowbirds need to see one go through here.
I think they can do it here, Charles.
Onaway going back to their 2-3 zone look. Corner shot from Schultz, short. Great hustle rebound by Bailey Morrell, and a jump ball. Possession arrow going to favor the Snowbirds here. Snowbirds having a tough time offensively right now, kind of grinding their gears offensively. Gabby, what can they do here to get an easy look inside? A lot of their shots have been outside in the third quarter.
Charles, you read my mind. I was just going to say I think they're underutilizing the post here, especially when they have Ava Schultz, who's about 5'10 and a half. So I think a couple bounce passes inside would go a long way.
Or just hit a 3.
Exactly, or just splash one.
So Snowbirds back up 19 points here, 2 minutes to go. Schultz going to steal the inbound pass. Turns around, goes baseline, and is fouled by Larson. Larson said, my bad, that one's on me. Still only the second team foul for Onaway, though, so they have some room for error in terms of being aggressive with their fouls. Schultz looks to trigger from the baseline, goes to Jeffers, back to Schultz from the corner, 3's away, good.
Absolutely.
So by an unofficial count, that is her 5th three-pointer of the game tonight. Schultz finding the range from deep as Box looks to dribble through the Snowbird full court press and does. Gets it down to Benson and 2 dribbles up Rebound.
Oh,
and
travel. That's a travel.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
So the consensus from the crew tonight was that Macy Decker got away with a walk there. Don't need a quorum present for that one. that was a fortunate no call for the Cardinals. Into the game for the Snowbirds is Macy Bevel and Bailey Morrell, as we've got another officiating question mark for tonight. Maybe the second or third officiating convergence that we've had as Cardinals look to inbound. Ball deflected, but right back to Decker.
That was a weird play.
Got a good shot from it.
Yes.
The Snowbirds now have an opportunity in transition. Bevel racing down the floor, could have gone to the corner to a wide open Grzinski. Pass it up, back to Jeffers, where the Snowbirds will reset. Zone look penetrated and out to Grzinski for another three. She got it to go.
And I love seeing that little bounce pass in and out to Bailey Morrell.
Yeah, Bailey Morrell made a really good job of going in and out in the zone defense, extending the zone and then making it shrink and collapse, opening up a shot for Grzinski. As she'll go across court to Jeffers, she'll put up a three, no good. Rebound. Yeah, I think that rebound was deflected off of Bailey Morrell, Tyler.
Yes, yes.
So we'll see.
I see Colt Schultz trying not to argue with the referees after his outburst in Charlevoix.
That was, I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what is there a cooling off process after a closely contested game where your dad feels like he might have got the short end of a call in a game? I mean, how does that go?
Oh, I mean, the car ride home, you could cut the silence with a knife, but there was a group of Charlevoix boys down at the end doing the T arm signal to give him a technical, and I agreed with them. I thought he was not in the right there at all. So we definitely had a heated discussion around the kitchen table.
So if your dad gets teed up, does he go without dinner for that night? I mean,
that's my no allowance for that week at least.
Does he go to sleep hungry? We'll have to table that discussion as the Snowbirds are going to take a full timeout here. We're going to take one as well. We'll be back with third quarter action right after these messages.
Halftime show. I'm Pat O'Connor, joined by Charles Strail, Daniel Smith on the camera tonight, Charles. And I mean, first of all, we got to say the swag. It's getting close to making me look good.
Play call from coach. It's 3rd and 6. Just on their side of midfield. Stiedeman's going to haul it up, and wide open downfield is Barrett, and he is gone. Check that. 2 ends off the left side. It's a toss to Backlund up the left side. Breaks one tackle. He's in. Enough. Chris Kashoniak looks up the middle to Cordy. It is complete. Great catch. Conrad Cordy. Nothing but green after the stiff arm. Touchdown Snowbirds. What a play. The snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. The kick is no good.
This is Charles, founder of Next Level Broadcasting. Interested in advertising on our channel? Get a hold of us. And next week, this commercial could be yours.
Welcome back into third quarter action. St. Mary up 52-27 versus Onaway. Benson
double dribbled.
Man, that was a good play too, Tyler.
It was. It got a wide open shot. Easy layup there.
Charles Strail here, along with Tyler Bowerman. Our statistician, Nick Wenzel, joining us as our third member of our broadcast team tonight. Snowbirds going to work this one around the perimeter. Going to Ava Schultz. Corner three is no good. Air ball, but Snowbirds with the offensive rebound. Onaway playing the zone defense, unable to secure those rebounds, as McKinley will hit a three-pointer from the far side as inbound is then stolen by Bevel. Back to Morrell. No good.
Tough luck.
Bailey having a tough game tonight inside as Box is going to race this one up the floor and put in the layup.
She's a good young player there. You know, Putty wanted me to give him a shout out, but I told him not unless he comes on broadcast with us.
That's right. So sorry about that, Alex. Snowbird's going to trigger another three for Bebel. She'll get that one to go. That's her first three of the game. Good to see one go in for Macy. As Snowbirds up 58-29 here. Let's see if Charlotte box.
You know, we usually don't see Macy shooting threes, but she's made 2 of them now. She's 2 for 4. And it looks like she's hurt after that with her left knee. She's holding it.
We have an inadvertent whistle.
I thought they called a timeout. I thought Onaway did.
No, I think it was an inadvertent whistle, Tyler.
Okay.
6.4 seconds to go. Onaway down 29-58 here. They're going to try to get it to Benson, but that one went off her fingers. Back-to-back turnovers for her as Snowbirds have a chance to get the last shot of the quarter here.
About 5 seconds.
Yeah, 4.9 seconds left to go on the
Just
clock.
roll it. Oh, you got to roll that ball.
That is a veteran move, Tyler.
Emma's going to.
Oh.
If you roll that ball right there, you get a clean shot.
Right.
Open shot.
So for all of our viewers out there, as Tyler has alluded to, if Schultz rolls the ball into Bebel, the clock won't start until the ball is touched.
Yes.
So you have an opportunity to save some time there. With the end of the third quarter in the books, we're going to step aside and be back with fourth quarter action right after this. Welcome back here, folks, to fourth quarter action against St. Mary's and Onaway in the fourth quarter here. We have a 58-29 lead for St. Mary's, and Bailey Morrell is going to be inbounding the ball. Trying to get Kaylee Jeffers. Oh, a little high dribble there. Trying to run some kind of action, but it's not going well right now. Bailey takes it straight into the hoop and makes an easy layup. Nice little easy layup there for her. Charles had to run to the bathroom here for a second, so I will be running the broadcast here for a couple seconds by myself. A quick open three, no good off the back iron. And it looked like they tied up with themselves, but it's going to be St. Mary's ball here. We've seen a lot of those jump balls tonight. As it is 60-29, so Gabby Schultz was a little bit off with her prediction earlier today with a 60-20 game. Oh, they're gonna say black ball. I thought that was white ball. What? Okay. Nice deflection by Kaylee Jeffers there. Tried to get the little easy jump shot on the baseline there. Oh, they got the easy layup there with one. Someone forgot their assignment or someone got picked. I couldn't see it. Bailey Morrell with another tough luck miss tonight. Yeah, tough game for Bailey.
Tough couple games since the break. Bank wasn't open there.
It was first possession of the game. Sydney Grzinski had the bank in corner three-pointer, actually from the wing.
Wing, yeah. That one looked like it wanted to go in, but it just kind of rolled out there at the end.
Nick, if you were shooting a three-pointer, would you use the glass or would you just try to make it?
I would just try to make it.
Yeah. But you can respect those who try to use the glass, right? Because that's actually a tough shot.
Give them respect, you know. That's good. That's what's called good sports etiquette right there.
Yeah, you got to use the bank board.
Say tough, baby.
All right, so checking into the game is 8th grader Emery Blust, who played well in the JV game preceding this game.
And also, Glasby, Bella Glasby.
Yes.
I'm blanking on her name.
Peyton.
Yep.
Peyton Glasby, okay.
Macy Decker going to push that one up. And
Traveled.
Eric Key going to get whistled for the travel. I don't know about that one, Tyler. That one looked like it might have been an okay play.
It did look like it, but we've seen a couple of those tonight. It's okay.
Kaylee Jeffers going to stop pop. Unable to get that one to drop, though.
The smaller Emma McKinley got the rebound over this.
As Erkey's going to fire this one up to Larson. Really good closing speed by Blust as the Snowbirds will steal that one. And they have the possession arrow, so jump ball favoring the Snowbirds.
That was a true jump ball right there.
It was. That one, yeah, we'll give that one. That was a legitimate jump ball caller.
We see Macy Bevel walking back in with 2 packs of ice on both her knees. Does not look good for her.
Fortunately, Snowbirds have the rest of the week off. Won't play again until next week.
They play on the 10th at
Forest.
Here versus
Yes.
Forest area.
So that'll be Monday night. We'll have that one for you as well. Make sure to tune in for that one, folks, as you don't want to miss any games that the Snowbirds have this year.
I'm going to jump ball there.
As they continue this undefeated season, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this one's secure, as the Snowbirds have a commanding 60-32 point lead with 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
They took out Ava and the 2 8th graders here.
That's right. So Snowbirds making some substitutions still.
We had 6 players on the court there for a second.
Well, imagine how much more of a lead they would have if they had 6 players on the court, Tyler.
Belair tried that last night. They got caught, though.
That's right. That's right. As we've got a foul on number 32.
That was straight up and down there. I think that was a travel more than anything because she shot it, came back down, and
Tyler, I think you might have a career in reffing. Officiating basketball games. You really seem to have a good feel and sense for these subjective calls.
Yeah.
As the second shot for Benson is no good.
Didn't hit the rim.
Missed
there.
badly. So Snowbirds will have the ball here. 5 minutes, 47 seconds to go. On the floor for the Snowbirds is Morel, McKinley, Grzinski, Glasby, and Miriam Morel.
Sydney Grzinski tried to do her best Macy Bevel impression there with the shot, and they're trying to draw the foul inside.
You got to give Macy Bevel credit tonight. She played her heart out. She played one heck of a game. Just to see her out on that bench is just sad news. You never want to see that in part of a home team.
As Bailey Morrell's going to go down, drop a nice pass down to Glasby. Glasby will go to the line for a chance to have 2 free throws.
I don't think we've seen her score tonight so far. I think she had a couple of shots there that got blocked, or she missed a couple easy ones under the rim.
Yeah, so I'd like to see her get some easy shots at the free throw line here. First shot for Glasby is up and in. Nice free throw form that Glasby has. Able to go to the line and confidently shoots it.
You love to see that from a post player.
Yeah.
She's just got that very still formation, and it's just up and in.
Yep.
Every single time.
As Onaway brings this one back down, Charlotte Box over to the corner to Larson. She'll pull a 3. No good. Inside rebound by Benson. Fouled by Grzinski. They're going to say Grzinski got her on the arm, which
that I think she did.
I think she did too. As we talked earlier about the youth for the Cardinals and also the youth for the Snowbirds, but the next couple of years, Tyler and Nick, this could be a pretty highly contested matchup just because of the youth that our Onaway has with Box and Kaylin George.
They have a couple young players here that are really good. Box is an exceptional
Impressive
player, yes.
Impressive as a freshman.
Especially with rebounds under the rim. For how small she is, she gets the rebounds over some of the people that she shouldn't.
Yeah, Benson's second shot also no good as the Snowbirds push tempo with McKinley. Handoff back to Grzinski. She'll pull the 3 air ball, rebounded by Benson.
I think that was blocked. I don't think that was an air ball.
So ball deflected. as Larson brings it back to the Cardinals. Going to the corner to her sister. She'll pull a three and get it to go. So Larson, assisted by Larson. As the Snowbirds will, the Snowbirds don't really ever work clock, do they? I mean, they have one pace, and they do not let up. As Glasby gets the offensive rebound and puts it in.
We were just talking about that earlier.
They are full throttle as Coach Pat Schultz has a new wave of substitutions ready to check in next dead ball.
And I like his aggression the whole game because you don't want to ever slow down and stall. You don't want to put a stall on because you're going to lose that game.
As Larson will take another three from the corner. No good, but offensive rebound put back up and in from Box.
That's one of those rebounds that Schultz is going to address.
Yeah, but that's kind of like an all-shoot offensive rebound because you have your player boxed out and you get a awkward hop off of the rim. So, some of those you're okay with. As I alluded to earlier, Snowbirds making a massive line change. 4 new players for the Snowbirds. As
the only player staying on the court was Kaylee Jeffers there, I believe.
Yeah. So Snowbirds really trying to, finish this game out strong. And, if you look at it, the only time that you have a chance to go against another varsity opponent is in a game.
Yes.
So if you want to get better and more cohesive as a unit, you have to use this time in a varsity game to do that.
Oh, that should have been an offensive foul there.
As Kaylee Jeffers will draw the foul on Nicole Larson.
She came with a full head of steam in there.
Well, it pays to be aggressive, Tyler.
It does.
So Larson will pick up that foul, and I believe that she was just fouled out. So Onaway will have to substitute.
They have a short bench, too. I just noticed that they have only 7 players with 1 falling out. They only have 6 here with the remaining half of this game.
So Snowbirds go to the corner to Miriam Morel. She'll drive, put up the 4-foot hook shot. No good. Inside rebound by Erke as George now pushes tempo back to Charlotte Box, and the Cardinals just need to see something positive happen here the last 3 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Improvement.
That's right. As shots no good by George.
Rebound by Glasby.
Yep, and Glasby wants to push tempo up to Emery Blues, but that one's stolen on the sideline by Larson. Onaway now with a chance to cut into this 27-point lead by the Snowbirds. Shots away, wild shot, no good by Erke.
Way off there.
I think she laughed that one off, Tyler, so that's good to see.
Yep. And we have Ava Schultz coming out, we'd assume, for the game now. The last 3 minutes here.
Yeah, I think Ava tonight might be done after that sequence on the floor. So we'll see what the Snowbirds youth, and when I say youth, some of the 8th graders can do here during the last 3 minutes.
Mostly 8th graders out there.
That's right. We saw these girls play in the JV game and get a victory earlier, as we talked earlier in this stream about the, how impactful the 5th quarter rule is in high school basketball, especially small schools.
Yep.
These 8th graders do a great job, and in that JV game, they were just on fire the whole entire time.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Nick, because they've continued that pace right into the varsity game as Erke is going to get the baseline jumper to go. Snowbirds up 64-39, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter, and a double dribble. Double dribble on Marion Morel.
Hate to see that.
Yeah, but,
we got timeout.
Timeout on the floor, it looks like.
So, full timeout for the Snowbirds. That's going to give us a chance to thank some of our sponsors for tonight's game. That'd be Schultz Marathon Party Store, J&J Construction, Jimmy John's, BC Pizza, and Next Level Sandbag, as well as the Gaylord Eye Care. So thank you to tonight's sponsors bringing this game to you to the comfort of your own living room. We hope that you will tune in again as the Snowbirds next Monday night, January 10th, will take on the Forest Area Warriors. Girls will be looking to go 8-0 that night. So Charles Strail, along with my co-hosts Tyler Bowerman and Nick Wenzel from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium tonight. Snowbirds with a commanding 64-39 lead here, and what got them this lead has just been their presence and overall exertion of their full court pressing defense, making some shots, which was really good to see. just under, actually with over 10 3-pointers made in this game now. It's good to see after 2 nights ago, Snowbirds only able to make 3 3-pointers. Good to see their shooting woes not continue into another game.
You know, Charles, these girls are really skilled, and they're a great team. They have a lot of talent for the Snowbirds, and they're just incredible to watch.
That 75-point total you talked about earlier, I don't think they'll hit that tonight. They're 11 points short.
Yeah, Onaway has done a pretty good job defensively here in the second half, controlling the interior of the paint and not letting St. Mary get that many open layups in transition. As rebound inside, controlled by Jeffers, she'll push up the floor to Miriam Morrell as she'll go baseline, drop a pass to Jeffers, and a travel. It's an interesting call, but I can see where the official who was in position there was able to make it. So as the Cardinals will bring it back in, Charlotte Box brings it up the court. Cardinals down 39-64. And they work it to the high post, passing it inside to Larson, and her shot's up and in. So nice play by Nicole Larson as she gets it to go. Snowbirds bringing it back down the floor. Kaylee Jeffers going to hoist up a 3-pointer. No good. Rebound inside by Decker. And Larson to bring it across the timeline for the Cardinals.
Looked like we had Morrell tried to get a jump ball there, but couldn't get that quick whistle like we've seen all night.
Urke with the 15-foot jump shot rolls around, no good. Gets her own rebound and puts it up and misses it. Out of the pack with the rebound is Emery Blues. She'll race up the floor, toss it up and in. Nice little scoop shot. The scoop shot layup for the young 8th grader gets her in the book for the varsity game tonight.
I believe that's her first varsity points. I could be wrong on that one, but.
Shots away from Urke, rebounded by Morrell. Miriam pushing the pace as it goes back out to Jeffers. Jeffers will drive down the lane, throw up a runner and no good. Rebounded inside by Decker. 30 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. We're getting pretty close to wrapping this one up, folks, as the Cardinals and the Snowbirds, just too much offensive firepower tonight for the Snowbirds, for Onaway to be able to compete. However, 66 to 41 point game, nothing to be ashamed about if you're an Onaway fan. He came out here in a tough environment, played hard against a tough team. So
put up a lot of points against a good defense.
Yeah, give them credit. St. Mary defense is nothing to I mean, you don't want to play the St. Mary defense in this building. Very tough.
No.
So with that being said, that's going to conclude tonight's game. St. Mary going to come out with a 66 to 41 victory. From myself, Nick Wenzel, Tyler Bowerman, our special guest, Gabby Schultz, we thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. And tune in Monday night as the St. Mary Snowbirds will play Forest area. And we will see you then. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. And